Hi everyone, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Afrojuku Naomi, the creative director of Now Creative World, and you are welcome to another interesting tutorial. In today's class, I'll be teaching you how to make Ankara Purse from scratch. And the materials you are going to be needing are your scissors, magnetic button, bag edge, measuring tape. You'll be needing a lining or bridal satin. I'll be using bridal satin as my lining. I'll also be needing my Ankara fabric. This is my Ankara fabric. I'll be needing a small knife, my pen for marking out, my hammer, ruler. I'll be needing paint brush, and this is super bond. You can use top gum as well. This is the gum I'll be using, and I'll also be using a rustic gum as well, so you can use just one of these. You can use this. Then you'll be needing your plier, and you'll be needing a small bowl. I'll be needing a small bowl to pour this gum when I'm going to apply it. And I'll also be needing carry board and Marco. This is Marco. This is the carry board. This is carry board or paper fiber, and this is the Marco we'll be needing for this tutorial. And this is carry board. So to start with, I'm going to get my measurement. The measurement for the carry board is going to be 11 inches wide, 11 inches wide, and 18 inches long. The length is going to be 18 inches long. So I'm going to mark it that using my pen or my chalk, and then I'll cut it out. Okay, so I'm still trying to get the measurement of my carry board. I'm using my ruler so that it will be straight, and this is it. I'm going to cut this out now. I'm almost there. So after cutting, I will have this. This is it. This is what I will have after cutting. The next thing I will do now is that I will fold the Marco to the shape of the purse. This is it now. I will just fold it this way. But ensure that while you are folding yours, it's straight and neat on both edges this way. This is it. Can you see the way I'm folding mine? Then I'll bring this one in this way. So the next thing I'll do after folding, I'll just use my hand to press it down, and then I'll use my hammer. Just use my hammer to just press it down. I'll just go all the way around to give it that shape that I want. And I will have this. This is it. So the next thing I will do now, this is what we are going to use to cover it when we are done. And for this, you can create any design of your choice. Like, you can just slant it like this. Just use something to cut it like this. Just curve like this. Any design of your choice. Or better still, you can just take it like this way. So the one I'll be doing, or there are other designs also. You just create any design of your choice. What I'll be doing now is I want to make something simple and easy for us to comprehend. So this is what I'll do. I'll just use my ruler. I'll just rule down, and I'll rule to this point. This is it now. This is the design I want. Then I'll cut it out from here. And I'm done cutting. So this is what I'm having. Can you see it now? This is what I'm having when I'm done cutting. The next thing I will do is that I will take my carry board or my paper fiber, and I will repeat the same thing I did here with the same measurement. The measurement I used for this Marco. This is the Marco. I will repeat the same measurement on this carry board and cut it out, and I will also fold it this way, the same way I folded this one. So you just repeat what is done here to this one. To make it easy for you, you place the Marco on the carry board this way. This is it. Then you just rule out the area that you want, the part you want. You rule it out, and then you cut it out. And this is it for the carry board after cutting. This is it. So the next thing you are going to do is that you are going to take your measuring tape and you reduce both ends. Reduce it by just mark half inch at this end, mark half inch at this end, and then you cut it out. And I'm cutting the other one now. Just reduce both edges by half inch, because we are going to insert this inside this one when we are done, so we don't want it to be extra or excess. So this is it. Now what you do next is the shape. You just place this one on it now to get the exact shape of this. Place it on it to get the exact shape, and then you bring it out. You know what to do. You take it to you use your hand to straighten it and get the shape just the same way we did this. And you have something like this, but don't use hammer on this, just leave it like that. So the next thing we are going to be doing now is that you will take your Ankara fabric. This is my Ankara fabric. I'll take my Ankara fabric, and then I'll take my gum. I'm starting with this gum. I'll apply my gum to the back of this carry board, this marco rather. After applying my gum to the back of the marco, I will then place my Ankara on it. Okay, so I'm applying my gum now. This is my gum. I'm applying it. Just spread it, and this is it. This is my gum. The next thing I'll do now is that I'll take my Ankara fabric. This is my Ankara fabric. I'll place it on it this way, and this is it. So I'll use my hand to straighten it out neatly. And I'll turn to the other side. And this time around, the marco is now facing me. So the next thing I'll do is that I'll come to the edges. I'll trim out the excess Ankara, but then I'll leave about 1.5 inch or 2 inches that I'll use to fold in. So I'm going to trim it round. And this is it after trimming. The next thing I'll do is that I will apply my gum to the edges here, because I'm going to be folding the Ankara fabric in. And I'll keep applying my gum. This is it. Don't forget to always subscribe to our YouTube channel at Now Creative World. We are also on YouTube, on Facebook. You can join our Facebook page, our Facebook group rather, at Now Creative World, and you can follow us on our Facebook page at Now Creative World. You can also post pictures of your work or samples of your work that you've done for correction. So this is it now. After applying the gum now, the next thing I'll do is that I'll fold the edges inward this way, and I'll use my hand to smoothen it. So please, while working, you have to be very careful with gum. Try as much as possible to avoid gum stain, and don't be in a hurry to finish up your work. You have to be patient. The work has to be very, very neat. And this is it after folding. As you can see, it's very neat here. This is it. So the next thing I'll do now is that I'll take my carry board or my paper fiber, and I'll pitch the same thing I did to the Ankara fabric and the marco. I'll pitch it on this one by using the bridal satin or my lining to fold the carry board. And I'm done wrapping the carry board with my lining. This is it, and this is what we are going to have. So the next thing I'll do is that I'll take the marco I wrapped with my Ankara fabric, and I'll bend it this way. Then I'll measure from this point to this point. From this point to this point is 6 inches. So what I will do is I will multiply 6 inches by 2, and that will give us 12. Then I'll minus 1 inch from 12, and we'll be using 11. So it is this 11 inches that we are going to use to cut the fabric. This is my fabric. We are going to cut another piece of fabric. The wideness is going to be 11 inches, then the length should be about 24 inches long, about 24 inches.